Wasting time, not wasting time with you.
Hey, okay. Hi, and we're recording. How's Slimmer, bro? This is weird. I don't even know where
Do I
to
put my foot up or do I keep my feet down?
See, I feel like Ricky Bobby. Where do I put my hands?
Put it right here up on the wall.
Trying to get comfy. How do you feel about the couch? I bought this. All money. This is Peter Feast money right here. Peter Feast is my work.
That Peter Feast money coming in clutch.
Coming in clutch. And you know, if any of the homies ever go homeless, I could turn this into a bed. But that's not an invitation.
I was gonna say, man. I mean, I ain't sleeping on bed in a while.
this would be nice.
It'd be a nice little bed right
pillow
here.
right here. So man, what should we talk about? I was thinking probably the best thing to talk about is your experience, and we don't have to get nitty gritty into it or have any put any names into it, but like let's just talk about the food biz, bro. About how crazy that experience has been, because this is both like our first year in the food business.
That shit insane, man.
And my brother
See how dirty that shit is. You're like,
yeah, exactly.
why am I here?
My brother the other day we were eating, and he was like, "Oh," because we were talking about where he wanted to go work, and he wants to go work at Disneyland. And I was like, "You should go work in food." And he was like, "Dude, I don't want that veil to be lifted up." And I was like, "That's facts, bro. It's weird to know like idiots like me are touching your food."
I mean, I don't look too clean, but I'm pretty clean. I feel like
Yeah,
I'd like to think so.
I take showers like once a week.
I know my coworkers look at me and they're like, "This fool is not clean," but like, I know for a fact I'm
He
clean.
musty.
Yeah, I know I'm a little cleaner than some of them chicks out there. Some of them chicks be looking back. I'm like, you little musty. I see you walking funky like that. You got some like some.
She got a little hot to her stuff.
Yeah, you know, a little spice in the pants.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey,
But
a little spice in the pants isn't anything to joke about. If you have a little spice or fire in your pants, go to your local Planned Parenthood and get that shit checked out.
or at least tell the homie to wrap it up so he don't get the little spice in his pants.
Yeah, we don't. If you're passing around these girls, don't be passing around those STDs. That's not the wave nowadays.
Yeah. I don't know about riding those types of waves. I like riding waves, but not them.
Yeah, especially where that young Cali kid on a wave like Young Pinch, bro. What, bro? Why you make that face when we talk about Young Pinch, the god of HB?
I don't know. I mean, he's cool. He put on the set. He doing his thing.
That's what I respect. Like, even if you don't like his music or anything, like he made it out.
Well, there's no making it out. It's more like he's just trying to do his own thing. He making money.
Yeah, there's no making out of it. HB, like it's pretty. You kind of want to stay here. If you could stay here as long as you can.
I mean,
That's
it'd
the
be pretty
plan.
fire. It'd be like, all right, you know.
I think like it's here and then Hawaii. Like those are my dankness.
I've always thought Africa.
Africa would be dank too. Africa, there's a lot of scary places in Africa though.
I mean, I don't know if Africa would be dank. I feel like it'd just be kind of cool to live out there in the dirt. Just be like, dirt, kangaroos and shit.
Yeah, maybe dank is Africa probably isn't too dank. No, it probably isn't.
Nah.
But like experiencing other cultures is lit. Like seeing all of that and experiencing all that would be lit, but it's sketchy. I heard the AKs run first. Maybe that's stereotyping. Maybe I shouldn't do this in our first podcast.
I don't know about that one, but like, I know Africa would be a nice place to visit some animals. I know they got a few like type of zoos out here in San Diego and stuff where they got like, you know, they got the African safari. Like, I feel like that's stereotyping. If you're sitting there and you're like, oh, we have the African safari, it's like, oh, really? So you got animals trying to slit my throat when I'm driving by in a little Jeep?
Oh, so you want the authentic
I want the authentic.
African
Like,
safari.
I gotta be like in a caged vehicle while like animals are trying to maul me alive. If I did that, then I'll probably be pretty hyped up. I'd be like, all right, my money's well worth spent.
It's funny because I was just about to like start talking about, since we were talking about Africa, about like sharks breaching out of water. But
There's
you
sharks in Africa?
Bro, great whites love Africa. It's hot. It's right by
I
the
didn't know
equator. But you described pretty much. Oh, Slim's that amateur, bro. He's getting
Who's calling me?
Oh, Mason.
Yeah, I'm finna answer it on the podcast so he can get rolled out.
No, it's good. It's good.
No? All right. Well, let me
No,
see so
no.
I can double decline him.
Oh
Fuck that
yeah.
fool.
You don't want to leave him like that.
Fuck you.
I love you, Mason, though. No hard feelings at all.
Shout out Mason.
Go follow Joy Noise.
Yeah, go follow Joy Noise. He's in a new band coming out. They're gonna drop some new shit soon. It's a Moldy Roses. Fucking fire. Other than that, High Guppy. Haven't really seen them perform yet, but it'd be nice.
Dude, especially like
some people have their views on others, but it's okay. Mason's got love.
if you're constantly chasing a dream, I mean, I don't think anyone's got the right to hate on you, dude. Because there's a lot of people just wasting this shit, you know? Like, I talked to some kids that go into college, and they literally are going to college. Like, they're just going through the motions. Like, I ask, oh, what's your $1 million idea? And they're just like, oh, I don't have one. Like, what? I'm just going to school. And that's the scariest thing to me.
Yeah, I mean...
Because I feel like I'm lost, and I have no roadmap. And they have a roadmap. We broke Slimmer.
Nah, I mean, I'm just looking at it, like, from both perspectives. It's like, yeah, I mean, I feel you in that sense of, like, you know, I just, like, I don't have, like, the same keys or the same guidance or, like, not only that, but pretty much just the same tools that they're, like, given when they're born. Like, yeah, I'm not given that, but at the same time, like, they're not given, like, the intuition I have. You know, when I go into, like, certain circumstances, and I've been in those, like, places before, but then they go into those same situations and they're stuck or they're, you know, they're baffled, they're like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, like, you can look at it from both ways. Like, yeah, like, they got something we don't have, but we also got the sense of, like, you know, we got the sense of ourselves. Like, they might not know who they are, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. It's like, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
For sure. Because... like,
it's definitely scary to look at when you see, like, your homie and you're, like, you know, all you see a few, like, your group of friends is definitely, like, doing something with their lives, and then one or two fools is, like, you're like, oh, man, like, they're doing their own thing, but, like, I feel like they could be doing better, or, like, why aren't they, or not only that, but it's just, like, am I lost, and they're doing the right thing, you know, like, you ever sit back, like, are they doing the right thing?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that would probably be the worst feeling overall, is... doing everything I've done and having those people outshine me in the end, like ball out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I get scared about. I'm like, damn,
fuck.
Because, like, you know, sometimes, like, it just might happen. You know, like, there's certain circumstances where people are literally given everything, or not even given everything. You know, they're born into, like, a life where, like, you know, their dad owns a company or their parents own a company. And, like, you know, the kid's like, oh, well, I'll get a job, I'll sustain my own lifestyle. But then, you know, he starts, like, getting into parties, getting in with the wrong crowd, or, like, so to speak, the wrong crowd. And he starts messing up a little bit. Then all of a sudden, you know, like, he's just like, fuck it, I'm just going to live off my parents just like him. And then, boom, he owns a company and you don't. You're sitting there, you worked hard as fuck every day, and this kid's just sitting there blacked out, hammered every night, chilling. Doesn't have to worry a single day in his life. And I mean, like, a lot of, like, that's been, like, the age-old question. Not even question, age-old, like, you know, it's just, like, it's like a rivalry between, like, the rich and the poor, you know? It's like the rich kids and the poor kids, like, them kids don't gotta do shit. We gotta do a lot of things, like, those fools don't gotta take out the trash. Those fools don't gotta do their own laundry and shit. And that's just small shit, you know? Like, they don't have to work hard for a scholarship, or, like, they don't have to work their ass off to just get places. Sometimes, in certain cases, yeah. Yeah, they do. But other than that, there's, like, a lot of them are just like, oh, you messed up. I'm sorry. Here you go. I got it taken care of. Oh, I got you. Oh, you know, like.
No, definitely. I mean, like, I feel like my journey through college, short journey through college, it showed me that, like, a lot of it, and when I mean a lot of it is very money deprived. Like, when I started thinking about going to college, like, thinking about it, my family got, like, a college scout. And I didn't have the best of grades to begin with. So, like, he helped me get into college. And, like, you know, you got to give him money, and then...
he goes and shoots out the word, like, yo.
Yeah, this kid's playing lacrosse out here. You guys should check him out. And then... but pretty much, at the end of that, I stopped playing lacrosse, and I was still at the school for probably, like, 3 more months. And at the end of that stay, I got into trouble and stuff like that. But they asked me to come back for my sophomore year after I fucked up drastically.
He was like,
I was just like, no, thank you. Like, because I was just fucking up in school, you know. I was just getting turned and shit like
Just
that.
kind of over it.
Yeah, I was just over it. You're just wasting your parents' money at that point, you know. If that's your one goal.
I don't see any fun in it. I mean, there is. Don't get me wrong. There's probably a fuck ton of fun in it, and there's great memories to be had. But that's like how I was telling you earlier. Like, is there a potential success in like constantly getting blacked out? You know what I mean? Like, is there? I mean, because certain people do. Certain people succeed. They're like, yo, like I'm gonna go to the bars every night. I'll work my minimum wage job, but I'm gonna make the right connections and I'm gonna meet the right people, and then. Yeah, I get blacked out, but I still remember these people's names and I have their contact. And then we link up, we get like lunch and stuff together, and then boom, now they have like full-time jobs somewhere else. Thank God's for. There's certain circumstances where that happens, and it's like.
And it's crazy. I was
Shut
telling.
the fuck up, Siri.
I was telling someone the other day, your life could change in minutes, in seconds, even. You know. I mean, everything changes in seconds. But, fuck, dude. I kind of lost my train of thought here with your Siri thing. I'm not backlashing on Siri. I love it. New Apple product. You know what I want to get into though? I was thinking about this a little earlier while you were talking about stars shining bright. I want to give a little shout out to the neighborhood girl, Olivia Leahy, with her work on her latest movie. I'm not trying to clout chase or anything. That shit was literally like, that shit was crazy.
Hey, that shit was good. It's all should check it out. It's about Olivia Leahy. It's on Vimeo, if that's how you say it. I don't know. It's like VIEMEO, something like that. But
It's deep.
you know, it's called Chasing You, and it's just a short little 15-minute film. Won the Beverly Hills Short Film Festival, I think, and like I don't know, kind of killed it. I thought it was real cool. I haven't talked to her in a while, but good childhood friend. Check it out if you can.
Definitely a movie that could be taken in so many ways,
Oh yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like I think the whole time, like even like in like actual drug use, because it's about chasing the girl and like, you know, I'll let the viewers find out for themselves. But it could be taken in so many ways, and that's a good thing about it. Because if you could get a piece of art to like resonate in a bunch of people,
Oh yeah.
and go from like you're set.
Oh, definitely.
That's why
Well,
I think like the more like random people you hang around with, like I want to get a random group of friends. Like I want a black midget in my group. What the heck, bro? That's lit, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
I mean,
and the
like,
life that he's lived, like the things that he could talk about.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I've always told, like I don't know, it's like I always told people like I'm chill with like everybody. I know like pretty much like a good majority of the people in Huntington, at least my age. Like I know like the majority of people.
Sorry, I'm fixing my hair.
Sorry, I don't got hair to fix. I kind of just got it. But
Nah, it's good. It's good. It's looking hella fresh.
yeah, but like fucking. Nah, I mean, I don't even know what I was saying right there. I was just going on about something.
Hey, this is our first time. You know we're only 13 minutes in. Is that not crazy? Does it feel like we've been talking longer?
No, my arms just start to hurt. It's like I go like boom, and I feel bad because then like my ring clicks it, and I'm like, ooh, it's gonna sound like that.
Oh, it's chilling, man. It's gonna help me like sync it. I could see every time you click it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's maybe not spam chat it.
Yeah.
So, where do you see yourself in 5 years, G? If it all goes to plan.
Traveling.
A loaded question right there. Came at you with a haymaker.
I'll answer it with a suspenseful answer.
Generic as hell. I'm gonna be traveling.
I'm gonna be traveling.
Traveling the world.
I'm gonna be one of the basic bitches just traveling London. No, I mean, I'd like to be in like one of them like really weird Eastern European like countries or islands. Just one little like sketchy little like islands off in the distance. Just hop on one of those for a couple months, chill, take some photos. Maybe not a couple of months, maybe like a week or
This
two.
homie's moving out there, dog.
A couple months is a long time, you know. Maybe like a week most, two at the most. But
So,
I mean, 5 years would be nice, but like to be getting paid to do that, not just like travel and just like I'd have the time to travel, but like to be getting paid to travel. I mean, 5 years is like not a long time, but it's a good amount of time to get shit started. And so like, If y'all out there, you need something to travel for you, you know, you just
Someone's giving shout outs.
you wanna travel places, but
Hey, you 5 people
but you don't-
watching this.
but you don't
If
want
you want to travel with Slim,
yeah, but
hit him up.
you don't
Link
want to
in the description.
you don't want to pay everything. You know, I might help you out a little bit.
So besides like the islands, like give like a generic place that you'd go, like some basic bitch place that you'd actually go.
Bali, that's actually a pretty basic place to go. A lot of people go to Bali.
That's lit. Would you try to make your run Bollywood star, Slim?
Nah, honestly, I just go to Bali and like probably get bit by a couple mosquitoes and go home.
Yeah, get fucking Ebola, dip home.
Dude, like
That
some gnarly
racist, man?
typhus.
Hey man,
She like mumps. Come
Uh,
back with like mumps. You're like, damn, I'm gonna fucking mumps all over my body. You know what are you supposed to do at that point?
I was gonna stay for months, but I ended up staying for like weeks.
Yeah.
And this shit's buck.
Yeah, I got bit.
But that's
By what? I got bit by a spider. Fool. That shit look like you got bit by a shark. I know.
that's the whole part about traveling though. Like when we went to San Fran, like I think the best part of the trip is everything. Like when I retell it to people, the best part is everything that went wrong. Everything that went wrong with that trip is the best part about that trip. And
We
I feel
just
like
hopped in like the shittiest car. I was like, yeah, dog, I just got my car fixed. Let's take it to San Fran. Like,
send it.
fucking take it like all the way up the coast of California.
But-
But it was sick.
Those are the best. Those are the best ends.
Definitely blew through my Jeep is sold now, by the way. But
Rip Jeep. Rip Jeep.
yeah, no, that thing was dude. I've had some good memories. Like I've only had that Jeep for probably I had it for about 8 months. But like, dude, I got that. I took it up to Big Bear. Took it up to like Mammoth. Well, not almost up to Mammoth. Little like side path, and that's a Mammoth. Took it up to San Fran and back. Slept in it a bunch of times. It was a nice car.
It was a good car.
I let other homies borrow it for a couple days. They probably had some good times in that car. I used to take it a little off-road and take it down to Marina and just, you know, fucking doing circles and shit.
You rented out your cars to the homies? What,
not
so
even,
they could
not even,
tax?
not even, yeah, I mean, not to rent, but like, you know, just like, yo, can I use your car tonight? I'd be like, yeah, fuck it. I ain't gonna drive tonight. You're fucked up.
That's some homie shit.
I'd be like, yo, like, you drive me home. You take it for the next day or two. I don't give a fuck. As long as you take me to
Damn.
work, like, pick me up.
Really?
Really, I was taking it with the same people every day.
So you just know you'd see your car eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna fucking lose it.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I've really.
I didn't
ever
do
let
this
anyone
every
drive my
week,
car.
but like, happened a few times.
Nah, honestly, I like back then I never saw Slim with the car. There's always someone driving him. He's on like that baller shit. He's pretty much got a chauffeur
Yeah.
in the Jeep.
Yeah, when I had my Jeep, I just had people drive me around. Be like,
Why
yeah,
not, bro?
you want to just drive me to the store? They'd be like, yeah, I'm down.
I didn't
Fuck
get
it.
my license until like after high school, but like
See, I got my,
I like people driving me around.
I got a car before I got my license, and then I got a ticket before I even got my license.
a driving
Uh,
ticket.
Yeah, I got like pulled over, and they're like, you need your registration. And I was like, damn, I
And
ain't even
then-
got a license, but they're like, cool.
And then what? They didn't even care about you not having a license. Did you
No.
drive it home?
Yeah, drove home, fucking drove the next couple months, then like blew the transmission on that car.
You should automatically pass your driving test if that happens. Like if a cop just gives you a ticket, he's like, "Yeah, I see you don't have your license, but seem like you're doing good."
I mean, shit, man, you pulled me over for not having registration. Like,
Hey, you
okay.
got me, man. I was just running plates.
Yeah, bro, nah. I've had 3 cars basically, pretty much technically 4, but like, all
Bro,
just
I
drove
always
'em.
forget about your mom's car. Though.
Oh, the CRV I crashed. The only car I ever crashed. Dude, I was mobbing, right? So I'm like on Postmates. I did like a little small Postmates phase, but I was on like a Postmates
You were
delivery.
getting it done.
And I'm
I was his
mobbing.
sidekick. I was his Robin.
I'm mobbing, just coming off the freeway, because I missed the turns. I'm coming off the freeway, and like this fool in front of me's at like a dead stop in the middle of the off ramp. And like I was already slowing down, and I thought he was gonna start moving forward, and like he just like all the cars in front of him were moving forward. And I was like still sending it, and still slowed down a bit, and then like he just like moved forward a bit, and then stopped again, and then fucking I was like, you know, smacked the back of him real quick. But
The best description of it is like, You know
I
how
literally
people,
stood up. Like,
yeah,
I,
no,
like,
you know how
stood on
people have
my
like the
brakes.
oh shit bar? You literally like oh shitted the brakes. Like you literally like he rose out of his seat and was just full weight on the brake.
Yeah, like,
And we skidded like a freaking rock on water.
yeah, brakes just did not do anything. They're just like, nah. We always talk about them anti-lock brakes. Them brakes locked up.
Yo, and then we get out and we're in like some random Big Five parking lot, and the guy's like, "You're going to need to pay for this. Like, this is a big dent." And then we look at this fool's car. It's total.
The whole front end of my mom's car was just like dusted, and I was like, damn, dude. Like, I didn't even notice it at first, honestly. Like, I got out the car and I wanted to see his car, so I walked up behind his car and I was like, oh, dude, it's not too bad. You know, there's a little dent, little scratch. Like, dent popped out real quick, piece of plastic popped right back in. And then, like, I was like, oh, dude, I feel bad, this and that. I think Christmas was, like, around the corner or some shit. So I was like, man, like, just tell me a break, help me out here. And then, like, I didn't even see my car, and I walked over to the front of my car to check it out. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, holy shit, dude. I was like, oh, my God. I was like, this is insane. I was like, I like, looked over at B, and I was like, dude, we gotta go. Like, I don't want to, like, fuck this fool. This fool trying to make me pay for his shit.
And then you totally flipped it on him, and he bit it. Like, it probably, if he would have gone with it, it probably would have been your fault. But like, he was like, he saw what happened, and you were like, bro, that's gonna be a lot more than what I did to yours. And he was like, oh, sorry, we could go our separate ways.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, this would cost a lot more than your fucking little dent on the back of your car. Like,
and how much money you get out of that car for, huh?
oh, dude, I junked the car for like
Made in the square cube.
I think I got like $650 or something for that.
That's good.
I mean, dude, I sold the Jeep for $9.
Huh. How much did you buy the Jeep for?
$23. But I fucked that thing up.
Yeah, you got your worth out of it. Like, it was just kind of like a...
It was a beater car.
Yeah, it was just like a get-to-work car. And we sent it.
It was a get to wherever you want to go car. If you want to go there, I will get you there, whether my car breaks down or not. That shit would stall out.
Yeah, if you saw the slim car coming around the corner, it was about to be crazy. We were about to go do something.
Something was going to happen. Bad or good. Most of the time, it was alright. Never really good or bad.
Yeah. It's always like mutual, you know? Like, it's that silver lining. Silver lining. But, I mean, so you're a Pats fan. How do you feel about young Antonio Brown? Because I was hyped to see that, like, duo with Brady and Antonio. And everyone's talking shit on him. And I don't get it.
I don't watch sports.
Slim has no... You don't even have a say on it, though?
I mean, dude,
Like,
I
do you
really...
think the man should be able to play?
I just remember, like, I was at work the other day. I looked up, and it was like, Patriots release Antonio Brown. I was like, well, that's some shit. And I kept looking. Just like, you know what? I just don't watch sports. Like, I enjoy sports. I enjoy being able to watch them sometimes. But then there's times where I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
it's like nothing.
like,
It's
I'm
almost like...
just sitting here watching some other fool play a game. Like, I can go outside and play this game with some buddies. Like,
It's almost something that, like I guess, technically, like, a fan could fucking write in and change the game, but nothing's gonna happen. You're not gonna do anything, you know? Like, as
Well,
loud as you cheer.
me being there, like, I mean, if Brady sees me, it's game over. The fool's gonna be shook out his pants. But like, that's why I just don't show up to fucking Patriots games. Stuff.
If he sees you as a fucking cornerback, bro.
Nah, if he just sees me in the crowd, he sees a Slim just posted up. I just look at him and
What face would you give Brady?
I just take the glasses off, and then give him the head nod, and he just sits down. He just sits his ass down because
Sits down on the field.
Yeah,
like,
he'll just He just
before
Brady.
his snap.
He just Brady's. He puts his legs out. He's like, goddamn.
Hey, coach, timeout.
You know
Slim's here.
You know the game where Brady threw like 3 or 4 interceptions? I was at that game.
I don't remember that game. Never happened.
You know, it might have happened in a Madden game or two, but
That was crazy, dude. I just heard my mom in the mic. It was weird. Because, like, I heard the delay. It was like I heard it in real life, and then I heard it in this. Trippy.
I'd be like stepping on a cord.
No, it's all good. It sounds good, though. Sounds really good. I can hear that.
Yeah.
I can hear you dongling my cord. So, how do you like to set up the podcast setup?
It ain't bad.
It could go somewhere.
We could go somewhere. I mean, I could literally set the garage up to be like
Massive. We could do 4 people in the garage for sure.
Well, I can set up like tables and shit in there, but I don't know. I mean, that I can also put like stuff up to make like walls, so to speak. I mean, when I say walls, I mean like carpets or like hanging fucking sheets because I'm broke. But yeah, we can put up walls. Make
Yeah,
a little.
we could definitely do a green screen in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really trying to like live at that house that much, but like, I mean, I can put something in the garage, and that my mom wouldn't care even after I move out. She doesn't use the garage.
Fuck, this green screen's been here for 5 years. They don't even do that shit anymore. Nah, I'm hoping I'm doing this. I'm hoping like in 5 years we're sitting in like not in the same spot. I'd be pretty disappointed in myself if we were here in 5 years. But if we're on a podcast in 5 years, chilling like this, I'll be pretty happy with my life. If I mean,
Yeah, it'd be nice. I'd be chilling, as long as if I had like clean clothes on. I was thinking about a bar, dude. I was like, oh, what? I already forgot it. I was like, when we were chilling in the bathroom.
You want us at a bar right now on
No.
a cast?
No. I was saying like when we were chilling in the bathroom, I was like, sitting there. I was like, damn, I'm always wishing my pants be clean, but they're always dirty. Hoping for those times that they just always finna be clean. And I was like, and I don't even think they were like bars. It was more just me like thinking like I just hope my pants are gonna be clean one day.
And you're just shaking your head like, yeah, like I do.
I was like, damn, dude, if my pants were just always clean, like I didn't have to worry. I wish about these days where they're always dirty.
It's
I was
like,
it's like bars.
It's like the kids that like will be like, fuck, bro, your room's messy as fuck. It's like, no, gee, I just don't have maids that come and fucking clean it. I'm like, let's see how your room turns, dude. Like,
I just like, dude, I don't even got a room. I come home and shit's just messy. I'm like, damn, dude, living room's messy right now. I'm gonna go back outside.
Looks like someone's fucking living in this living room. Oh wait, it's me.
I'll be like, oh man, like, fucking sister's just chilling out there with her little kid. I'm gonna go back outside, go do some hood shit.
Mom, I just want to do hood shit with my friends.
I'll do hood shit with my friend, Mom. I ain't gonna come home tonight, you know what I mean?
It's more exciting. And then what? You end up just... How often do you sleep on their couch? Yours. Is it pretty spooky now? With the sputters?
On my couch in the garage.
Yeah.
I sleep on that, like, dude, I'll catch myself just passing out in there some nights.
Like you just wake up there.
Like, I'll literally just wake up and be like, fuck, I'm in the garage.
The couch.
I'll be like, oh, it's 3 o'clock, I need to go inside.
Yo, soberness,
like,
just like, I don't want to get touched by spiders, but Sosnick's getting his money worth out of that couch.
Yeah, dude.
Couch.
I bought a couch. Where's it at?
Wakes up hugging it, like not even laying on it.
You know, I'm waking up so many nights, like, pants off, shirt, like, halfway on.
Hey, I feel you, bro.
One sock, and just being like, why am I in the garage? I did not come in here last night at all. Why am I here? I didn't even have my keys. How did I get in my garage?
I saw like this girl on Snapchat the other day. She got like locked out of her house. She just slept in her garage. And she's like, "This is the worst thing ever." And I was just thinking, like, I was like, "Is this some first world problem shit?"
Dude, how many slim sleep in a garage? Like, I done that shit. I was like, I fucked with my garage.
Yeah, you don't know like your friends' low points until homies are just hyped to sleep in a garage. You know, like you're not. I'm not talking about you too. You know what I'm talking about? Like shit, bro.
I was just dude the other day, like a couple days ago, like my brother was like spending the night at his other homie's house, and he texted me. He's like, "Hey, yo, you can sleep on my bed," and I was like, "No way!" I was like, "I haven't slept on a bed in months." Fucking ran in there and just jumped on the bed. I was like,
Oh my god.
so fine. Was able to like stretch out. I was like, oh.
Is that just your old bed too?
No.
No?
He used to have my old bed, but then he switched beds.
Damn, bro.
People out here buying new beds? Fuck no. We just switched beds in my house. Cleanest person did the new bed.
Hey, you hella clean. You get to sleep on the nice bed for the couple of years.
Yeah.
I need to get a new mattress, bro. Look at that, dude. It like... I was practicing some anime moves. I completely destroyed the frame. It is dusted. I was practicing.
You just have it set up weird.
Nah, bro. Well, that probably did have a reason. So I have like my bed set up so the frame's like this, and then the mattress is like offset. But the only reason it's offset is because there's an outlet right here, and that's where I charge my phone.
So,
It can't be flush with the wall,
all right.
or all this, all the lights and everything will be off. It's a dilemma, bro.
You only got one outlet?
I destroyed it. Well, there's this outlet over there and the outlet that behind us. But this outlet behind us is a fire hazard. This thing is connected to my whole computer door, right? This thing has like 2 power bricks. I don't want to say it because then the fire marshal's going to come in my pad and fucking end our podcast forever.
I don't know. I had like, if you see how my garage was set up for power, I have like a power cord running out a window connected to an extension cord that runs into a door. And then that one extension cord connects like a TV, an Xbox, 2 lights, at one point a tattoo gun, a massageable chair, phones, like,
Edison
you name it,
would
I
have been-
had it.
Edison would have been proud of your setup, bro. He'd
I
been
mean,
like, bro, all this shit's running off one cord. He's
Yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah, I was like, I use shit, 120 watt max, I got you. I finna get there.
122, baby.
I'm gonna push it. And that shit, dude, it'll be sitting in the rain. It'll be like pouring rain out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I remember.
"Ah."
You're like, yo, plug it in. I look, it's just surrounded with covered like ivy with all wet. I was just like, gee, I'm not gonna touch that right now.
That's come up. Just
Yeah, see, not bad. You gotta be down for that. You gotta be down for a little shock though every once in a while. Shock of reality, shock of life,
That's why I take chops.
dude. Fuck, bro. Do you remember when you took your first shot?
Hashtag no vapes.
Honestly, I feel
Chops
like
only.
I should
I-
ask you about that
I
kind
remember.
of shit.
I remember
because
my first chop.
Your chop god, yeah. Why was that? And how did it start? I mean, like everyone like is
My
like
first chop, I was with Matt Flynn, Fred Adams. This is gonna be a weird crowd. Matt Flynn, Fred Adams, Preston Niles, and Nevin. Do you remember Nevin Hall? Alright, he's a grade above us, but
Shout out Evan.
I was with them because like we had all gone off of school one day, and I had walked home with Matt and Fred from Huntington, and I had hit up Preston and Evan, and they cruised to Matt's house, like at the same time that we got there, and fucking Matt was like, "Yo, you trying to take a chop?" And I was like, "What's that?" And he was like, "Well, it's like it's like you put tea in some kush and you snap it," and I was like, "I got that." Tootsie did not clear it, just straight just.
Which is pretty much everyone's
just straight one lock, and then like Fred was like, and, like most people just blow it out. They'll be like, "Oh, you almost had it," but like Fred was like, "Nah, you gotta like take that whole shit." And I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right."
As it had already been sitting there for a couple
Yeah.
seconds.
And I like take that whole thing, and I was like chilling for a second. I was like all alone. I was like, "Damn,
This is sick.
no, honestly, it was not sick." And then like, I don't know, it just became like the cheaper way of smoking. Mainly just because, like...
Do you think that's the sole reason? Because I know that's Rout's reason.
After you start lighting chops, that's your reason. But, like, before you start lighting chops...
Hey, teapot gang. Teapot.
Tea time.
Drink your fucking tea. Tea time, baby. But no.
No
continue.
coffee, tea.
Dude, we're talking about tea, tobacco. Yeah, perfect time. Tea time.
No, man, I mean, it's like... You take that first couple of chops, and they're pretty musty, they're pretty beat, your throat's hitting it, your throat's feeling weird, but, like, it's if you just like that, like, lightheaded feeling, it's basically like smoking, like, 10 grits at once. You're like, and you're sitting there just, like...
Season out, spitting on floors.
Like, looking around, like, trying to just find equilibrium, but you can't find it, so, like... I don't know, I mean, you win some, you lose some with chops. I used to wake up, like, I was, like, a couple years deep first...
Yeah, what's your worst chop experience? I need to ask you. I need to go around the horn with you because I feel like everyone's gonna want to know. These are experiences that need to be documented forever.
I've had some really, really bad ones before that, like, when I was just blacked out and I just don't remember. I just had fools telling me about them. But, like, the one that, like, my favorite, like, memorable one that I thought was pretty bad was, like, I ended up skipping school one morning as always, and, like, I rode my bike over to the homie's house, and I got there, and basically, like, showed up, and, like, there's, like, a bunch of fools there already kicking it, a bunch of other homies that just didn't go to school that day. It was, like, a Tuesday. Nobody goes to school on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So
Fuck a Tuesday, right? Who goes to school on Tuesdays?
it's gonna be slow.
I
Nobody's
mean,
gonna
that's
show
like,
up.
mine's.
There ain't gonna be no
I like how
test.
it's not like Monday. You ain't going to school on
We got late.
Tuesday.
You got late start on Monday, you know, and then
Yeah.
Tuesday's pretty much
Monday
the
ain't
real
hard.
Tuesday, the real Monday, and then like you're just like fuck this shit. It's like
Alright. So your first full day you take.
it was yeah. Well, no, I mean like this was like probably like a year into taking chops almost, and I show up at the homie's house and I'm like eating, you know, those chocolate Cliff bars. I'm like eating one of them Cliff bars.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, they're very rocky texture.
It's
like
a
very,
weird texture.
It's a very
oatmeal.
like oaty,
Mhm.
it's very like oaty and like mealy texture. And so
Okay.
I'm eating that, and there's like one of my buddies is like, "Hey, this kid Nick right here, he can take a fat chop," and I was like eating that, just like looked at him like, I mean, yeah, if you want, sure, like okay, I mean, I'll just let me like finish munching this first.
Oh no.
And like so I'm sitting there, I'm just munching it, and like I'm not even like paying attention to what the homie's doing, and he's just like basically just packing like a unreasonable amount, and I'm sitting there, I'm just like I just didn't even notice, you know, I can see the grin on people's faces though, so I kind of got like that, like oh he's probably fucking with me. I looked over and he's got this brand new like piece, and I'm like ooh. Okay, and he was like, "Yeah, just
Now we're
got."
talking.
He's like, "Just got this last night. He got you a fat chop packed in, and here you go." And I was like, still kind of chewing the food, and like I'm standing up like against a dresser. So like, I'm standing up like against a dresser. Usually like you sit down when you take a chop because they can floor you a little bit. But I'm like standing up against a dresser, and he's doing the whole like lighting
Mhm.
process and all that shit. I'm sitting there. I'm just like, yeah, it's still going. It's still going. And I'm like, you know, all the people in front of me were like some kids, like a bunch of people that I liked.
No.
And I still like them. They're still good friends of mine. But like, you know, I kind of wanted to impress them a little bit because homie just said it took a fat chop. So like,
You gotta live up to it.
so I gotta live up to it. You
Mhm.
know, if I can still going. And like finally clear it, and like I was just, you know, I was loaned. I'm sitting there, I'm like trying to like go in, like we used to like spit in the garage, pretty nappy, you know, just spit on the floor in the garage. It's whatever. This is what us HP kids do, some white shit.
Spit wherever.
Yeah.
Spit gang.
Spit gang. No, I go to like spit in the garage, and like instantly the Cliff Bar like came up in my throat, and I tried to hold it down, but it just came up like a little chunk. It looked like a chunk of resin coming out like a bowl piece. You
It
know?
looked like you pooped out your mouth.
Yeah, it was like, ugh. And like that was like the exact noise. He was like, ugh, and like just came out and went like right on the floor, and I was like, oh, and like I was like about a yard again, and I tried to sit down real quick.
You yard off seeing yourself poop out of your mouth.
Yeah,
You almost.
and then and I sat down on I tried to sit down on the couch in the garage, and I like sat down on like one of the homies. Zach was passed out on the couch in the garage, and I sat on his head. I was like, oh, and like stood up all quick and like ran to the bathroom. And my buddy's in the like in the shower. He's in the one of my homies is in the shower, basically like showering. I'm like knocking on the door, like, oh, I'm on yard, let me in. And like, he's like, I'm fucking showering, get out of here. And I just literally just, like, busted through the door and started like throwing up. And he's like, fool.
He's all naked.
And then
And
he's like looking at me. He's like, bro, we're not going to school today. Like, I was like, no. He said, all right. And like, literally got back in the shower. I was like just laying there on the floor in the bathroom, just like, oh. Like probably like laid there for another hour, and then like called myself out of school. So I ain't going today. I'm sorry.
and you not going to school meant everyone wasn't going to school pretty much. Everyone was just gonna kick it there all day.
Oh, I mean, it's more just like a general majority. There's like 2 or 3 fools that I think dipped out and went to school. I mean, like most fools, we'd all show up at the same house in the morning, and like we'd be like, so we going or not? And some fools would be like, oh, I gotta go. And you'd be like, all right, see you after. You know, so like,
We get it. If you have responsibilities, the trap understands.
yeah, I mean, if you gotta go to school, I guess you gotta go.
I guess you gotta go.
But shouts out school, you know, I mean, on some real shit. Should have gone, could have gone, would have gone, but didn't. So, it could be a big old fuck you to school, but also you guys should go.
Yeah,
It
no,
might
really.
just help you out a little bit.
Especially all the connections that you meet, especially upper upper learning. Really, like,
Yeah, upper learning.
you could tell I didn't go to fucking college, bro. What, dude? I can't think of the word right now, bro. What? Higher education. Jesus Christ, bro. Dude, you know what's funny? Just talking about higher education. The other day, someone like told me they were like, you look like you get a 2.5. I was like, thank you, that's smart. And then I thought about it. I was like, dude, that's like a big insult.
Wait, so people are going around and they're literally like, yo, you did a 2.5.
No, no, it was a girl, and she said, you look like you have a 2.5.
But like girls are going around like, oh, like you this smart.
Yeah.
Damn. Dude,
Dude,
I
and the
probably
worst
looked at
part,
it like a 2.
the
like
worst
0.2,
part
you
was,
know?
is I was like, yeah. At first, bro, 'cause I thought it was high, bro.
You're all like, yeah, I fucking, yeah. I got 2, you're like 2.5. That's fine.
Yeah.
Bro, you know you can get a 5.0 now?
Yeah, bro. If you get A's and all your
You can get a 5.
accelerated
You
and
can
all
get a-
extra credit.
You get fucking, dude, when I was in school, I never got above 2.3. Like, I probably got to like 2.0 a good amount of times, but never stayed there. Like, I graduated with like maybe a 1.9.
And isn't that weird too? Like, because I feel like the people that didn't graduate had to try to not.
No, because like I wasn't supposed to graduate, and then I just did. So, I mean, like those fools, like there's a few of my buddies that like actually, I mean, they just didn't try at all.
But there was a minute you were trying. Like
Oh, dude,
you were doing everything you could do to graduate.
There was a long time where like there was like almost a year where I was just grinding thick on just trying to get back to school. I was like, damn, well I fucked up.
See, and there's
But the thing was like I thought it was like worth it. I was like, damn, dude, I fucked around and fucked up for 2 years, and then I just
time to buckle down.
I just grinded for 1 year. Now I'm chilling.
That's rowdy.
School system's fucked.
That's when I started talking to you. Like, we started hanging out a lot. I remember picking you up at Valley, dude.
Yeah, straight out Valley. Just coming straight out of fucking
Sitting
prison.
on that wall, dude. Straight out. You're straight out of this.
Looking at all the other scumbag kids like me coming out. You're like, damn, these kids are fucked up.
Is it true that Rex Orange County went there? Or is that just a rumor that Matt's cracked ass says?
I'm pretty sure he went there. I think White showed Matt that shit, I'm pretty sure. White showed me that, and I mean, it's cool music, you know. Shout out Red Orange County, but, like, it's not really my music. He went to Marina, I know.
Rex Orange County.
Pretty sure. He either went to Huntington or Marina. I don't give a flying fuck, to be honest, but, like...
Yeah, this is just weird things that people say.
I mean, other weird things that people say is, like, Nicki Minaj, like, fucking lives down the street from me, but that's bullshit, so...
Really? Where do they say that she lives?
In the apartment down the street. She's garbage.
So she does live down the street.
I'm just playing. I don't know.
But who's that? We have some famous actor that lives in Seal Beach. What's her name? It's a girl.
Beach.
If I was an
Nicki
actor,
Minaj.
let's go to Beach. No, but I like Rex Orange County too, but only a few of his songs.
No, I mean, like I said, dude, it's not really my music, but it's good music. I can't knock it. Like, he's got his followers, and like he's got a certain sound to him where like I can vibe it sometimes, but I wouldn't put it on my playlist.
What's the offsetting? Like, what do you hear that you don't like? Because I always wonder that, because I like my music.
My fit's like, I just not a big fan of super slow music. I mean, like, I like slow music when it's the vibe, but other than that, like, I like fast paced. Like, I like most punk shit. I like our right amount of rap. Shut up, phone. I like a good amount of shit. Like, I like all types of genres, but like, it's just like that. Like,
what do you like?
It's like depressing to me. Like, that's like depressing music. Like, he just sings about like, oh, my girlfriend doesn't love me anymore. Oh, like, my car doesn't work. I got no brake lights. It's like, dude, that's fucking sick. My brake light goes out and I fix it. Like, why don't you just hop on that grind? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, fool just trying to, like, it just bums me out when like, it's cool music. Like, don't get me wrong. It's good vibes sometimes. He has some uplifting songs. Like, I Want to Be Your Best Friend or some shit like that. Like, that one's just talking about being some dude's favorite guy. You know what I mean? It's not, like... it's hard to make that music, but he's got a good voice. My shit's just like, dude, like, I don't like that slow, like, depressing shit. I like, if it's gonna be depressing, make it fast and like to the point.
See, I might be like the opposite. I don't really like happy music just because I feel like happiness is an easy emotion to like conquer. I like sad music because like I think Kid Cudi said it once, like he liked making music for people that were in the same position as him, so they felt less lonelier. That's why I like sad music. I like feeling the emotion in people.
Well, no, that's why there's like different artists that I listen to. You know, like each artist has a
Mhm.
different like vibe to them. Like, you know what I mean? Like same with bands.
Story, too.
Same with
Yeah.
bands. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like you listen to different bands because like certain bands reflect on your lifestyle, like your similar lifestyle as theirs. You know, like or like you can relate to like what they do in their personal life. Sometimes it's not just about the music. So it's like that's why like you know a lot of like artists get blamed for a lot of things is because it's not really always about the music. Like yeah, like you're saying shit in your lyrics, and like some people take that shit to heart and go do it. And then like you're sitting there like, oh, it's just music. Like, no, it's not just music. I mean, that's a lot more.
It's a lot more to a lot of
Yeah.
people.
And it's the same thing with like almost any form of art. Like music's just one that speaks to everybody. Like you can sit there and play a song and like it can feel like you know, it can feel like despair to some of us, and then the other person that's like fucking mentally insane, it can feel like happiness. You know, they like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, bro, it's a trip. Like, fuck, dude, we could all totally be seeing different things, and no one would know except, like, I remember in Chicago, I went to their like art institute, and they have this like huge museum, like full of art. Like they had Van Goghs and shit like that, and it was just crazy to stand there in front of art that have been like people have been standing in front of it for hundreds of years,
yeah.
and like, are they thinking the same thing, or like through like time, you know?
What do they see?
Is my thought process different than someone that sat in front of the same picture? Because like, you know what I'm saying? At least a little.
Well, you can just go into like, I forgot who said it, but there's like infinite possibilities. Like, somewhere somebody is literally thinking the same exact thing as you. Whether that's in this time verse, whether it's in another universe, whether it's like across the street, somewhere there's somebody thinking the same shit or doing similar or just a second off. Because it's just there's infinite possibilities. Or somebody could have already done it or they're going to do it. So it's like
Do you
it's a
think
whole mind fuck right there for you guys.
is
Go
there
look that
such
up.
thing as an original thought?
Yeah, there's still original. I mean, there's like it depends on the time. You know, like it can be original in its own time, or it can be older. You know, I mean, dude, you can like recreate a lot of things and make
Yeah,
it
reinvent and shit like that. Like I saw like someone on the Hydro Flask. They put like a roller around it, so you can use your Hydro Flask as a roller now. So you can roll out your like muscles and stuff like that.
There you go.
I was like, damn, that's like. And then like my girl was like, that's gross. I don't want to roll out on my water bottle. I was like, wait, that's hella creative. Like that's super smart.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it from your like chick's perspective now, though, too. Like, she thinks it's doing it dirty, but you gotta be able to be the advertisement man behind that. Like, it doesn't get dirty.
Yeah. No, exactly. And that's like, it's a weird, almost like sales point of view, you know? Like I thought it was dank, and she thought it was disgusting. That's like, you know, that's life right there, bro. For some people are gonna love you for what you do. Some people are just gonna hate you. Some people are just gonna hate you out the
Bro,
bat. She didn't even give it a chance.
Fools
She's
is
like, "Hey, that's stinky. That's
bro,
booty."
that's literally like people walk into my work and they see me and they're like, fuck this, and they literally go eat somewhere else. And like, I'm like, damn, dude, like, and I look behind me and it's just like, oh, Nora's standing behind me, thank God. Like,
The ugly chick.
nah, I mean, Nora's just some old, like, you know, I love Nora. She's an old little Mexican lady. But,
Ride or die.
dude, ride or die, she helps me out so much in the morning sometimes.
Shout
And
out Nora.
that sometimes is taken to heart, you know, like, there's a lot of times where she don't do shit, but, like, there's times where she come, Papi, I got you breakfast, mommy, thank you, you know, like, I don't know, it's fire, dude, today, did I show up, homie made me a fire-ass sandwich, I was like, damn, dude, like, you're a little late, but I guess you could be making me food, that's cool, like,
No, I get what you mean by like people judging you, because like since I work at that Mediterranean joint, like I'll have like people, like Middle Eastern people come up, and as soon as I like can't speak Middle Eastern, they immediately don't think like this is the right place for them, and they're like, oh well, is Jurius here? And it's like, no, well I think we're gonna be out. And it's just like, yo, I'm gonna make your food as best as I can.
you're like, I'm just the same as this fool, if not better.
Yeah, like he trained me, you know. Like I'm gonna give you the same product. That is my job.
My thing's like, bro, like, we only have a select amount of fucking items. Like, I'm supposed to be able to put them all together. I'm giving you the same food he's giving you. Just as
Mhm.
she's giving you the same food I'm giving you. Like, I don't know. I mean, my thing is just like, dude, like, I used to wear like a chef's coat, which was cool. I liked wearing a chef's coat. It was nice having like a little uniform and show up. You look fresh and everything. People give you like respect.
No, definitely. Yeah.
But I stopped wearing it because I started working mornings, and like all the people in the kitchen were like I was the only white fool, and all of them like wore black T-shirts. And I was like, I'm not gonna be the only fool that's younger than everybody, and just show up in a chef's coat. Fuck no. I like had it. I had it like in my. I had it in my backpack. I had it in my backpack when I pulled up, and I looked in, and like even my like head chef was like not wearing his chef's coat. So I was like, I finna just rep the black tee, and I just ever since been repping the black tee. I show up to work, no backpack. I don't gotta show up to work shit but my phone. It's fire.
You sent me some fire Snapchats today. You work in a really nice spot too.
It's alright. I mean, it could be better. We do a lot of cleaning.
We do a lot of cleaning. that was a practice. Is that what you tell the health inspector? So what do you do around here? We do a lot of clean. Is that a brain aneurysm? He's making sure he gets that good rep up. We do a lot of clean.
Everything clean.
That clean.
Don't even look. It clean.
Floor clean.
Dude, I scrubbed the floors one time, and like I'm sitting there scrubbing them, and like it was so dead that like one of my servers is standing there like
Watching you scrub it?
me, and he's just talking to me. He's like, "Yo, you want me to scrub these floors with you?" I was like, "Honestly, dog, not really. Like, I like it when people just stand above me and fucking watch me do shit." Especially when it's not my area of working. You know how like I worked in the kitchen and I'm out in the front of the house right now scrubbing your fucking floors, and he was like, "I guess I'll just go over to the bar." And I was like, "Yeah, you probably should."
I'm a fucking dumbass, bro. That's like people have like no like I don't know self-respect or shit like that. Like like sometimes like whoever's in charge will be like, "Well, why are you doing that?" Just relax. I'm just like, this needs to get done. I don't care if you tell me not to do it. Like,
Well,
once
they tell me don't do it, I'm like, all right, cool, fight it. Like,
yeah,
my shit's like, I'll see something dirty and I'll start cleaning it, and if someone's like, don't do that, I'll be like, okay,
no,
and I just stop.
I
I'll
need
be
to
like,
get to that
whatever.
point too, dude. Because that's a very dangerous thing in the restaurant business. If you start caring more than the people that own it, you're gonna drive yourself crazy because you can't do anything
Well,
about
you just
it.
show up to work knowing that, oh well, today's gonna suck. There's gonna be something dirty, and I
Yeah.
can't clean it. And I'm just
Yeah.
gonna sit there, and I know somebody's gonna see it, and I'm gonna be like, well, I feel bad about this.
It's just not a good environment, especially like the same environment. Like what I've noticed when I'm just working all the time, bro. Just like have a good relationship with your employees, bro. Like bosses and shit that don't like you and just don't respect you, bro.
I'm all about. I feel I'd like to say if my bosses see this, I'd like to say you guys like me, but shout out my bosses.
We clean.
I'm just shout out K-Dog, but yeah, no, I mean it's just. I think my bosses like me. My thing is like I've always learned is to like suck up to the bosses, even though it makes you look like a bitch. It's just like, dude, just do it. Like they're just gonna help you out. If you're nice to them, they're gonna be nice to you.
Respect for respect.
If you're gonna come in and act like an asshole and show up late and like show up hungover, they're just gonna be like, all right, well, fuck this fool. Like this fool.
Especially what we do. We're completely just like deplorables.
Well, yeah, I cook food. Like people gonna be like, oh, well, I got like 12 other fools on the line right now. I can just call one of them, send you home.
Yeah, I got a bunch of applications stacked up.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, my thing's just like, bro, I've been told like they don't want to lose me because I can make fire sandwiches, and I was like, that's bullshit. You guys just don't want to hire somebody else and train them.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Same thing happens at my work. They're
Because like, you made fire sandwiches? I was like, yeah, right.
they're like, yo, you're bomb at making Mediterranean salad. Like, no one else wants to cut up 6 tomatoes and make it every day. Like, it's annoying to make, bro. Just because, like, we usually have to prep, like 30 tomatoes, and that's just 6 on top of it. And you're just like, I could have been done with this 6 tomatoes ago, dog.
Yeah, I probably cut, like, let's see.
Random sneeze.
Probably cut, like, do like 80 to like 95 cherry tomatoes on a good prep day. Like, if I'm prepping out a lot of shit.
How are you cutting those?
By hand, like the cherry tomatoes, the little small ones, by hand.
Halves?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Thought
then
you were getting like crazy with it.
And then regular like round, just red tomatoes. I probably can cut like if I'm doing like a pico, I do like 15. If I do a pico and a tomato,
I'm thinking where this podcast is going, bro. He's always talking about tomatoes. I asked you, so I can't get wrong. It's always
Oh, no, I mean,
I
like-
do a pico.
if I'm doing a pico though, it's like, I'm gonna need like probably 15 tomatoes. So I'll do like a tomato backup. Just I just slice tomatoes for like just in case like we did a bunch of orders in.
With the knife?
No, I got a tomato slicer.
That's hard.
You guys don't have one.
Oh, dude, I get my knife super sharp and it's
It's a waste of time.
Tomato slicer work?
You just put the tomato right there and you just push it through. Boom, tomato sliced.
Wait, how does it slice though? Cubed?
Oh, you want them cubed? We have a cube one too.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah. I mean, we have a fry press, but we only use it for fries and like cutting up some vegetables.
Why don't you just put like a tomato in there?
Well, because it will only come out looking like a fry. I'd have to put it back.
And then chop it up a little bit.
I don't think it worked like that.
Bro, I used to make pico literally like I'd take the tomato. It's literally just a cube slicer. It's not even just for tomatoes. I'd take like the tomatoes. I'd put like fucking 15 tomatoes. And
Onions and shit.
Onions just on my slap chop.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And that working in the restaurant for sure made me notice how much you overpay for food when you go into restaurants because they're literally turning
dude.
so much profit on you.
Yeah, not only
So
that,
much.
but like I waste so the amount of food I waste every day. Not on purpose, but it's just like I'm not allowed to use certain foods, or like it just doesn't like 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 I'll like cut a sandwich and like half the fucking sandwich falls out, and I'm like it still looks tight, and I send it.
We clean. Shout out K whatever, K dog.
Dog, yeah. No, I mean like it's not like it looks bad. Like it still looks like a fucking decent sandwich. Still looks like what you get paid for. But there's times where like you're cutting some food, and like it starts just like falling apart. Like like lettuce is coming out, and some like cranberries be falling and shit. Then like you're putting it together, and then you gotta like swipe all that shit either onto the. Most people don't do it onto the floor, but you do it into a trash can.
So you do it on the floor.
Nah.
Most people.
Not all the time.
No,
When we're busy though, dude, when I'm slammed, I need to like shit clear. I take fucking sanitized rag, wipe that bitch down onto the floor, fucking dry that bitch off, new food on top of it.
That's what you gotta do.
I
bro.
mean, but you guys gotta realize when you go to a restaurant, it's not that clean. Like you didn't think it is, but it's not.
bro.
So don't get bummed out when your shit comes out with a little bit of black specks from the grill. Trying to bring that shit back. Like, this is burnt. Like, it's supposed to be burnt. Read the fucking menu.
No, like, yeah, people, I mean, it's something I look for now, too. I don't like people that are mean to help and stuff like that. Like, people that are super fucking picky. Like, shut the hell up.
So,
Really.
well, my thing, what I realized, after being a dishwasher in a restaurant business, like, in a busy restaurant, when I go to other busy restaurants, I always look at their dishes now. Like
It's bad.
When silverware comes out, or like when plates come out, like I just always look at it and I'm like, I can't eat. Or like, dude, I've had silverware where it's like, I know it's just like white, like wet spots and shit, but they didn't like polish it or they didn't clean it. It's just like, damn, dude, like this is nappy. Like I wouldn't, like when I was a dishwasher, like it sounds stupid, just like dishwasher's like the shittiest job and you get paid the least amount, but like when I was a dishwasher, I like actually cared about like the plates and the food. Like,
And
I was,
that's a
like,
big reason why you're not a dishwasher anymore,
well,
too.
exactly. But like, dude, it's just like these people are coming to our restaurant and you're just gonna give them like dirty utensils to eat off of. Oh, dude, it fell on the floor real quick. It's cool. It fell on the floor in the dish pit where you've been like spitting and shit on the floor. You know, sit there and just
Spit gang.
Now that didn't happen. That's just for instance. But
If anyone's actually watching this. Oh, my lordy, dog. Bro, so how do you think everything went with this podcast, bro? We're coming up on a freaking hour. We've been talking for an hour now. I feel like
I was
I'm-
starting to sweat for a second just because, like, my nipples get a little tasty, but
It's hot in here, dog. It's hot in here. When the pound sessions get on in my sex dungeon, dog, it gets humid in here, dog.
I just feel bad for the fam.
For the fam?
Yeah, for
What?
the fam. FAM.
Yeah. Why?
I mean, shit, if I didn't hear a sneeze like that, I'd just be surprised what else I could hear.
Oh yeah, bro. Well, I mean, I don't. We've kept it pretty PG, bro. Pretty PG-13. Or do you mean just Brandon being a savage in here? Just
You know, it's just like
I really can't not. I don't. I mean, no. They only have to worry about hearing sounds for like 2 minutes, and it's usually over. I usually not by then. I'm usually in and out, bro. Because
I'm just trying to find a chick that's down with that. If you're down with that, just let me know.
I mean, like you gotta be prepared to like take your like disappointments. You know,
Take your
our fireplace turned off.
damn. Yo, we better start watching some Stranger Things.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to our first podcast. Slim, you wanna like shout out anything, or yo, hashtag use straws. Kill the turtles. We out hunting.
Shouts out myself. Shouts out myself.
Mm-hmm.
And shouts out my moms.
Hey, hashtag shout out all the moms in there. Thank you for birthing us.
And then one last shout out to the homie Lettuce. But fuck that fool Lettuce, because these are my friends.
And this is called wasting time. That's the name of this. How do you feel about that?
I mean, shit, dude, I've wasted a lot of time.
So thank you for wasting time with me and Slim. There we go. We're on an hour now. Thank you, everybody.